Hi, my name is Reynolds Davis with the Gwinnett County Public Library, and today we are going to be building our own mini terrariums. So this is tips and tricks for first-time terrarium makers. First things first, let's get to our supplies. You can pause on this screen if you'd like to write down some notes or take a screenshot, but basically you're going to need stone, pebbles, potting soil, a glass vessel, and plants. Pretty simple. Now, when looking at your supplies, you have a wide variety of options in front of you. What I did is I headed down to my local store, found what I could get, found what suited the vision I kind of had in mind, and picked out things. You don't have to pick out the same mosses or succulents or rocks that I chose. Get what you like and what you think would look good. For me, I chose succulents. They're easy to keep up with and they're really durable, and since they're not humidity's biggest fan, I tried to choose some open containers to keep them in, but you can use things like air plants. One thing you need to keep in mind is you want to kind of mimic the environment that they grow in within your terrarium. A lot of times when you go to purchase these little plants, it'll tell you how you can upkeep them, or you can just find it online or in the library. Now with your containers, you want to make sure to have an opening if it's something that doesn't like humidity. If it's not like an air plant, you can always have something that's fully closed and opens up for you to tend to it when you need to. I chose these little glass vessels because I thought they looked nice. But remember, you don't have to buy something new. You can always recycle something. I chose to add moss to my terrarium, which you don't have to do. It's completely optional. I just thought it would add to my look. Make sure you follow any instructions you get upon purchasing your moss on how to tend to it. And of course we have our stones and pebbles. I decided to get a mixture for mine. I like the different colors that they could add to the terrarium. And I found my potting soil just right near the succulents in the hardware store. For our first step, we're going to add some of our rocks and pebbles to the base of our terrarium. What this is going to do, it's going to help with your drainage and your aeration, and on top of that, it's going to help make an even place for you to put your plants. Up next, we're going to add our soil, not too much to begin with for us so we can put our plants in. If you'd like, you can add some activated charcoal below this level to help keep the water filtrated in here. Since we have an open container, we're not doing it with this one though. Next, we'll add our succulents. Now for this succulent, we felt like we didn't need to prune the roots at all, so we're just going to break it up inside of there. You might need to do this outside depending on the size of your terrarium or the size of your succulent. There's no real rhyme or reason to what order you add them in. Some want to add the biggest succulent first. You might want to work from the front to the back. Think about how you want it to be set up and work from there. Now once we got the big one in place, we'll start adding a few of the little ones around it. You want to give them a little room to grow, but think about what you want in the end as your result and work from there. Now that we got our succulents where we want them, we're going to add a little more soil to make sure that these succulents have enough. You can use tools for this step or any of the steps that we've done here if you need to. We're just using our hand because this particular case has a pretty big opening. At this stage, you're technically done, but we're going to spruce ours up a bit by adding some more pebbles at the top and some moss, as well as a few other decorations. You can decorate your terrarium however you want, whether you want a little fairy garden or simply a jungle oasis for some small dinosaurs. Have fun with it and make it what you like. Now remember, in this process, don't judge yourself too harshly on how it looks. Wait to see the finished product. That being said, if you feel like it's too cluttered for your liking, take some of your extra decorations out. Otherwise, keep going and see what you have in the end. Work around and let everything have a little time to settle. Now once you're done, you can add a few miniature decorations like this chair and that rock, and you got yourself a mini terrarium. Now just remember, just because these plants can survive pretty well on their own, you will need to add a little water, which is great if you use a clear container, but don't find that so limiting. But here you can kind of see what your water level look like to make sure you don't oversaturate them with water or not water them enough. We made a few today. We made one with some books and snails, another for some dinosaurs, the one you've just seen, a beachy one with sand on the surface, and a fifth one, a little dinosaur jungle. Thanks for checking out today's video. Hopefully you learned a thing or two and found some inspiration of your own. Check out more videos like this on GCPL's YouTube page. Have a good day.